Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on air forever. And we're going to talk about how the Oklahoma City Thunder win again, 104-95. They go to 38-10 and 21-5 at home. They was at home in this game. The Pelicans go to 12-37 and 5-18 on the road. The Thunder, they won the first quarter 17-14. That's a low scoring first quarter, but at least they still won it. And they also ended up losing the second quarter 32-31. But they won the third quarter 31-23. And then the Pelicans won the fourth quarter 26-25, but it didn't matter because they ended up losing by 9 in this one. Herb Jones, he missed a lot of shots in this one. 27 minutes, 9 points. He went 3 of 12 from the field, mainly because he went 1 of 9 from 3, and they all was looks that he should have made or made a lot more of them, but it wasn't the case in this one. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers. Of course, he's going to try to make things happen on the defensive end, and ended up working out for him. He went and got 2 steals and 2 blocks. He had 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a 0 in plus minus. Zion Williamson played 34 minutes, had the most points on the team. He finished with 21. He went 8 of 11 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 11 rebounds, so he finished with a double-double. He was scoring even in the fourth quarter. They needed everything he was trying to do because he really did make a lot of shots on high efficiency in this game. He also had 2 assists and 3 turnovers in the block. 5 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a +4 and plus minus. Trey Murphy the third, 39 minutes. That ended up being the most on the team, but he only had 10 points. He took the most shots on the team with 20, but he only went 3 of 20 from the field and 1 of 11 from 3 and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. You thought he'd shoot his way out of it or find other ways to score, but it just didn't happen either way. Just a bad game from him, one of the worst games I've seen. And it happens to even the best of them. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, 3 steals, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -4. And plus minus, Derek Queen, 26 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He tried to score as much as he could, had some good looks. It just blew some of them too in this game, but he hasn't really been scoring that great the last couple games anyway, and it continued tonight too. He did have 7 rebounds and 1 assist. He had no turnovers. He also had 2 steals and a block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a 0 in plus minus. And then Sadiq Bey, he didn't shoot the ball that great either, besides from the free throw line where he went 5 of 5, and the 3-point line where he went 3 of 6. But when you look at overall shooting, he only went 4 of 16 from the field. He settled a lot in this one and couldn't really make the defense pay, but he still finished with 16 points in 33 minutes. He also had 13 rebounds. That was the most on the team. He also had 5 assists with only 1 turnover and 2 steals. 5 of his rebounds was offensive. He had a personal foul, was a +2 and plus minus. Carlo, 10 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. 9 points for Emezi. He was flying out of everywhere, getting layups and dunks to go down. He also went 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He could have scored more points and even had double figures in points if he made his free throws, but that wasn't the case tonight. He did have 6 rebounds off the bench. That was the most. He also had 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 4 blocks. He can really get up there, and you surprised that he wasn't a better rebounder and a better rim protector, especially last year where he started a lot of games. He has the size, he has the mobility, he has the length, but he hasn't been able to put everything together just yet, even though he's still young in his career. We'll see if he does. The Pelicans not going to be mad about that if he does also. 3 offensive rebounds out of the 6, 2 personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus. Jose Alvarado played 20 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He had 3 rebounds and 4 assists. The 4 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He had 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, was a -10 And plus minus Micah Peavy, 12 minutes, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. No turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 12. And plus minus, and Jeremiah Fears, 18 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a minus 2. And plus minus, he got some steals that led to baskets. Just did a good job of being close to guys reaching at the right time and being able to get strips that way. It's hard to do that without being called for a foul, but he did have 3 personal fouls, like I said before, and that comes with the territory of that. But not the most efficient night from him. He took some looks that he was confident in. They just didn't go down for him. It happens. He's been doing that throughout the entire season. He's a hit or miss type of player offensively still, but he's only a rookie, so I didn't expect him to be that great when it came to efficiency anyway. And he was a minus 2 and plus minus. In Oklahoma City Thunder, Jay Will, the big guy, 27 minutes, 4 points, had a nice drive to the basket. As crazy as that might sound, that was the only shot he actually made. He went 1 of 8 from the field and 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, but he did go 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's how he got 4 points. Best thing he did tonight was have 10 boards and 4 blocks. That's really impactful for a big. 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and it was a plus 2 and plus minus. Chet Fetch Holmgren was scoring in that paint, had the jump shot going from the paint area too. 33 minutes, 20 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He led the team in 14 with 14 boards. Another double-double for him, and he should be getting that every game. This is only strengthening his case to be an all-star, and he should be happy with that result. When he got drafted, we all felt like he'd be one anyway, but it's always good to live up to the hype and get the credential with it. 3 assists, 1 turnover, 5 blocks. 5 blocks ended up being the most on the team, and he's capable of doing that because of his body type, because of his IQ, because of the fact that he can get you anytime he wants to. Sometimes also, especially if you're too prideful and think you're going to get away with it, he will challenge it. And he only had 1 personal foul, so it worked more times than not in this game. 4 offensive rebounds out of the 14, so he still had 10 of them. That was defensive. That's not as good as a rebounding night as you can have besides having more. Plus 4 and plus minus. And Shai Gilgeous, he put in work on this team. They could not stay in front of him. He was hitting mid-ranges on them, getting to the basket whenever he felt like it. He kept getting pushed and shoved because they wanted to fight, just because they just didn't want him scoring the basketball the way he wanted to score it. And I would give him credit. He went 8 of 22 from the field, so he didn't always have the shot on automatic. He missed more than he made in this one, and that's something that he usually doesn't do. He also missed all of his 3-point shots, going 0 of 3 from 3. But I will say he ended up having a great night still because of the free throw shooting, going 13 or 14 from the free throw line. If they can't guard you, fouling is their next option, and they did a whole lot of that to Shai in this one. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 14, a plus minus. Lugens Dort, 34 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 8 and plus minus. He kept getting wide open, so it made sense for him to launch the shots. And he went 4 of 9 from 3. You'll take it because they always good looks, even the ones that he missed besides a couple. But, he still has to figure out ways to put that ball on the floor and hurt the defenses a lot more when he doesn't have the 3. And that's all he really has to do, because that's going to be his role as a starter, is to shoot the open shots and make the right play. After that, Aaron Wiggins, he played 34 minutes, had 13 points, went 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, and 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He's going to attack the basket. He's going to take the spot-up shots. He did an all right job of knocking them down in this one, because he also had 5 turnovers, which is way too many for a person that don't handle the ball a lot. But he had 1 assist and 5 rebounds and 3 steals. The 3 steals ended up being the most on the team. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a plus 6. And plus minus. Brooks, 5 minutes. He ended up not taking any field goals or free throws, so he was scoreless. 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal foul, +5 and plus minus. Zhang, 19 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 4 rebounds. 4 rebounds ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 2 assists, no turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -11 and plus minus. Brandon Carlson, 6 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 2 from the field. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He also had no turnovers and no personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams made a 3, but he finished 1 of 2 from the field, which isn't that bad. And the only shot that he made was a 3, so he finished with 3 points in 21 minutes. He also had 2 rebounds, 4 assists. The 4 assists was the most off the bench. He also had 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus than Isaiah Joe. He took the most shots off the bench with 11. He made over half, going 6 of 11. He also went 5 of 10 from 3, which is half. So you have to like that. He really was confident in that jump shot. They kept giving him room. They kept not closing out to him that great. And he was just letting it fly, and it was working for him, and they just kept finding him. But he did have 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 personal fouls, and was a +9 and plus minus. The Thunder shot 87 shots, 40% from the field, 99 shots taken by the Pelicans. That's 12 more, but they only made 34% of them. That's poor. 43s taken by the Pelicans. They shot 25%. And then the Thunder shot 38 threes. They shot 34%. Then 23 free throws taken by the Thunder, 91%. 22 by the Pelicans. They shot 77% from the free throw line. And then 53 rebounds total for the Thunder as a team. 54 total for the Pelicans. Both teams had 25 assists. 16 turnovers from the Thunder. 8 for the Pelicans. 4 steals for the Thunder. 13 from the Pelicans, 9 blocks from the Thunder, 11 from the Pelicans, 13 offensive rebounds from the Thunder, 21 from the Pelicans, 40 defensive rebounds from the Thunder, 33 from the Pelicans, 15 personal fouls for the Thunder, 21 from the Pelicans, and the Thunder had a good game. They stayed ahead. They was able to fight off any run that the Pelicans could make. They played good defense. They made it tough. They made it hard to be able to get the shots they actually wanted to get. And even when they had good looks, the Pelicans just wasn't making them anyway. And the Thunder was happy about that because we get another chance to make the lead higher. And we get another chance to, put y'all in a situation where now y'all got more pressure on y'all. Because now the margin for error starts to get, slower and lower. Obviously, because the game gets closer to the end, obviously the Pelicans still was fighting and they still was trying to make a game out of it, but it never really happened enough for them to be able to be in a situation to win the game. So if you're the Thunder, you played good enough to get the win, and you actually, played a good game in general against a team that is, tough to put away sometimes. But they got it done. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully, with more analysis.